Hey pressure washing business owners, my name is Jonathan Henderson. In today's video, I want to talk to you guys about pressure washing marketing trends that we've been seeing and 3 things that we're no longer focusing on in our agency when it comes to driving results for our customers and our clients, right? Because as a business, you always have to be able to adapt, right? And so we want to do things that are going to get more effective results for our clients, right? So therefore, as you know, businesses that succeed, they're always able to adapt to the certain landscape. And so I want to share this with you, and I want to tell you guys certain things that, we're not doing anymore and what we are doing and how we're pivoting from that, so that you guys can have a better understanding of, the marketing trends and the pressure washing industry. Also, like I said, as we know the old age saying, right? If you do the same thing over and over and over again, expecting a different result, that's the definition of what? Insanity, right? And so we're insane about results for our clients, but we don't want to be insane when it comes to doing the same thing over and over again. That's not going to necessarily be as productive and effective, for our clients. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. So the first thing is going to be driving, leads or trying to acquire leads from cold Facebook audiences. Now, I want to have this caveat, right? Facebook ads can work. They definitely do work, but you have to run them in the proper way, right? And so what we found in our agency is that, when you have a new business or when you have businesses that are investing in digital marketing that, need things to work and they need things to work fast, Facebook ads, and especially with cold traffic, is not the best way to go. And let me explain why, right? Because let me see, and I know that you guys I already know the answer to this, right? But who has gone on Facebook and just said, you know what? I'm gonna look up a plumber, or I'm gonna go look up a roofer on Facebook, or I'm gonna go look up a pressure washing business on Facebook. You're usually gonna do that through Google. And so with Facebook ads, it's all about an offer. It's all about constant testing, right? When it comes to the images that you have on your Facebook ad, the ad copy that you have on your Facebook ad, and the targeting and demographics that you have on Facebook. You have to play around with those metrics, especially when it's a cold audience, because those people don't know you from Adam. They don't know you from Adam, right? Now, have we run and are we currently running Facebook ads for some of our clients? Yes, we are. But see, what separates those clients is that they're targeting their Facebook ads to a list that is already aware of them, right? It's not a completely cold audience. Because with a completely cold audience, just like I always say in other videos where it talks about weak leads or leads that aren't as qualified, on Facebook, you're going to go ahead and have to offer something, give an incentive to people, right? And if you give an incentive to people like 15% off pressure washing, what are you driving? A lot of the time on Facebook, what you're gonna go ahead and drive is those cheapos that are like, yeah, man, I thought, I'm looking for something that's $80. And you're like, what, $80, man, for pressure washing? No, man, we charge $200+ for a house wash, right? Like at the very minimum. What are you talking about, $80? And they're like, oh, whatever. And they're like, Jonathan, these leads are very weak, man. These leads aren't qualified. And I can kind of understand because we're targeting a completely cold audience. These are people that are not infatuated with your services. These are people that scroll down on Facebook with the intention of connecting with friends, family, seeing funny videos, getting information, just general information. They're not necessarily looking for a service provider. If my toilet's clogged in the bathroom, I'm not gonna just go plumbers near me on Facebook. I'm going to Google, right? But with that being said though, as you guys already know, when you have that offer that you have to have on Facebook, as you can see, it dries up a lot of people that aren't as qualified, that aren't as willing to pay, because they see your nice before and after photo, or they see your video and they're kind of like, this looks interesting to me. Let me reach out to these people. What can I lose, right? And so when they reach out to you, they're like, well, it's not worth it. I mean, I wasn't looking for it. I was kind of intrigued, but thank you, man, anyway. That price is way too high for me. And so the way that you should utilize Facebook ads is that you should utilize it with a targeted list, whether that be a CSV that you get out of your CRM, so like customers that you've already worked with, and you put out a video or marketing towards them because they already know, like, and trust you, right? Or you get a list from a place like Dope Marketing to where you target homeowners whose homes are over $500,000 in value in your local area. And then at that point, once you have that list, you can upload that list to Facebook to create a custom audience, and you can target that custom audience with their Facebook ads, because you know, look, if somebody's gonna click on this ad or read this, I at least know that they're gonna go ahead and call me and that they have the money to go ahead and invest in our services at that point. You know what I mean? Even if they're slightly interested. And so like I said, when it comes to Facebook, the targeting is vital, right? And it's always a constant testing game. As you know, with Google's straightforward, right? You have the ad, you have a landing page, that converts with certain pictures. You don't, you know, the same ad copy on Google that works in Georgia is gonna work in Los Angeles, it's gonna work in Florida, it's gonna work in New York, right? You might have to change the different variations of the keywords like power washing, because most people use power washing, you know, up in the northeast area of the United States, which in like places like southern Florida, you know, they use pressure washing or pressure cleaning, right? They don't use pressure cleaning up north. You never hear people say pressure cleaning, but in Florida, you know, in a lot of parts of Florida, that's what they say, right? And so, you know, but on Google, it's kind of the same thing, right? It's a process that you can kind of guarantee at that point, opposed to Facebook, where you're doing constant testing on images, ad copy, targeting, and you're not getting the most qualified leads, and you're playing a volume game. And these are marketing dollars that are coming out of your pockets. And we all know how valuable that is. You know, most people don't like to gamble, and people that like to gamble are generally what? Broke, right? So you don't want to gamble with your marketing dollars, which is why I say I don't like driving I don't like driving or trying to generate leads from cold Facebook traffic. I like it to be qualified traffic that already knows, likes, and trusts my clients and customers, right? Now, the second thing that I want to talk about that we're not, you know, generally focusing on anymore is going to be investing in excessive, and I mean an excessive amount of time on designs of our websites and having like aesthetically pleasing, you know, kind of animations and things on our websites. Because the biggest thing that we've learned, number one, when it comes to Google, right? They're having more ways to where you don't even have to click on a customer's, or you don't have to click on, you know, a website anymore, right? On Google My Business, they have send a text message, you know, or they can simply just get your number from your Google My Business, right? And they can call at that point. So they're starting to implement more methods that are putting, you know, roadblocks from them even, I shouldn't say roadblocks, but they're making it more easily accessible to go ahead and contact you without somebody visiting your website, right? Now, number two, when it comes to, you know, not investing an excessive amount of time on like web design, is that we like to focus on web conversions. And so as you know, if you visit our website, we do have very good looking websites, but these websites aren't gonna have the video background. They're not gonna have the buttons that twist and turn and things like that. Because what we found out is that when we're doing things like that, it's actually hurting the performance of the website in terms of speed. And as of right now, it's May 2021, Google came out with an algorithm update earlier this month where page speed performance plays a critical and vital role in how well your actual website ranks, right? And so with that being said, we lead with SEO first now, right? So everything that we do when it comes to building out websites, we want to make sure that it's SEO optimized. We want to make sure that it's conversion friendly, right? Because your idea as the owner of your business, of what your website is, and the customer's idea of what they see. Because for example, like a lot of business owners, they'll say, you know what, Jonathan, you know, that background photo, it doesn't look like it's the most high-end, you know, it doesn't look like it's the most high-end house. Can we change that to like a mansion or a high-end house? Because clients might think that we're a cheap business. And I'm like, look, man, this photo fits perfectly with the color scheme. It fits perfectly. It's conversion friendly. It's simple. You know, it's going to go ahead and drive calls, because that is what we like to focus on. We want to make you guys more money. We want to drive more leads, right? What's the point of having the prettiest website out there, you know, like the most amazing looking website, if it doesn't perform and it doesn't rank and it doesn't drive traffic? Your main thing that your website should do is drive quality traffic, You know what I mean? And when that quality traffic gets to your website, it converts. And so that's our biggest thing, right? We're not so focused anymore on how, just having the website look otherworldly, right? We focus on SEO first. We focus on conversion principles, so that when people do visit your website, they're like, this is a good looking website. It's easy to access. It's mobile friendly. The content's laid out there. This is everything that I need. I'm going to go ahead and contact these guys. And so yes, we have very beautiful websites that we build for all of our clients, and we always get monthly inquiries about our websites, because they look good. But we're not going to spend that time like how we used to, just every little trinket of the website, making it animations, video background, doing all of this, because we care about the performance. We care about driving quality traffic and leads to our client's website. Now, lastly, and the third and final thing that we're not focusing on is overbuilding citations in SEO campaigns, right? And link building. Link building is still vitally important, don't get me wrong. But when it comes to building out citations, which if you guys don't know what citations are, and you're new to the whole pressure washing industry or even marketing and SEO, citations are basically brand mentions of your business, right? Your name, address, and your phone number on directories and listings like Yellow Pages, Yahoo Local, Home Advisors, Angie's List, directories and listings like that, right? And so you'll hear a lot of these SEO agencies contact you guys and say, like, we built 500 citations for you every month, or 300 for you every month. And what we like to do is we like to maximize our clients' budget when it comes to the SEO, right? We like to maximize that. And what we found out over doing this for the past 4 to 5 years in the pressure washing industry is that citations aren't as important as they used to be. And so if we get you guys on what I call the Fortune 30 list of citations, like I said, like the Yelp, the Yahoos, the Foursquares, the New Star Local Leads, if we get you on those type of top directories and listings and the top niche directories and listings, and hey, if you're on Nextdoor, if you're on Angie's List, if you're on those directories and listings, that's good too. But you don't, after you build all of those top 30 directories and listings and citations, it's kind of a sunken cost to build anymore. You're not really moving the needle. And that budget that the client pays us on a consistent monthly basis could be towards something that's going to actually drive them results. So that's something that we don't necessarily focus on. Another thing, like I said, when it comes to the citation building is even the question of backlinks. When it comes to backlinks, especially in the pressure washing industry, it's not as competitive as you think of, like the lawyers and landscapers and all of that, right? So when it comes to competitive backlinking, we've actually been able to rank a lot of our clients' websites without having to do a lot of backlinking. Because if you do backlinking and you get the wrong backlinks, which I'm going to explain what backlinks are right now, just in case people are watching this that are new to marketing. Backlinks are basically when other websites refer your website, right? So if I wrote a blog post and I say like all clean pressure washing and I link it and it goes to your website, that's what a backlink is, right? So the kind of backlinks that you get going to your website not only can help you, but they can hurt you. And so if we can rank your website, which 8 out of 10 times we can rank your website without backlinks, we're gonna go ahead and do so in the most safe white hat kind of way, which white hat means following Google's guidelines as much as we can possible, right? And so hopefully this video provided you value. Those are the 3 things that we're not focusing on as much when it comes to digital marketing and getting results for our clients. And hopefully this gives you kind of a perspective on marketing and the digital landscape for pressure washing as well. But if you need help with your digital marketing, go ahead and click the description box below, and there's a link right there for a free strategy session where you can talk to myself, and you'll get a 30-minute call where I'll go over your business on the digital landscape and what you can do to take your business to that next level. But until then, guys, like I said, I hope this video provided you value, and I'll see you in the next video.